Hi everyone, this is Amy. I had a request for a tutorial on how to get some things that SchoolPace offers us onto your Google Classroom. So I'm going to take you on a little tour. So I'm going to go actually into over on this side of my screen. This is, yours might not look exactly like mine, but you should have the ERLA Resource Center and the Anil Resource Center. And so I'm just going to open the Anil Resource Center right now. And I want to get my kids practicing their power words for Uno Verde. And so I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to look for, there are lots of things in here. So you see, I just clicked on Uno Verde. There are other ways to get to it, but I know that somewhere in here, that's going to be some power word teacher cards. So if I want to send this, if I think that my families can print them all, I can do that. I can also put these onto a PowerPoint or a Google Slides in my classroom and flash them for kids. So let me show you that first. So I clicked on it and I see the PDF now. Now I want to come up here and I want to download it to my computer. I just make sure that it has a nice name. I'm going to put it into the downloads folder. Palabras con Poder Uno Verde. That makes sense to me. I'll be able to find it again. And I click save. And now I'm going to go into my test classroom. And the simple way to do it is just to create an assignment. And I'm going to practica tus palabras con poder. All right, so now I want to add this file. It's in my computer. If it were in my Google Drive, I could choose that. Right here, select files from your device. I put it in my downloads folder, and there it is. I'm going to click upload. And students can view this file. I don't want them to edit anything. It's a PDF. They won't be able to anyway. And I don't need to make a copy for each student. It's just a PDF in case my families have a printer at home and they want to print out these really big cards. But that's not the only thing that I want for my kids. I really want them to be able to kind of click through on a Google slideshow. And so I'm going to take this document and open it up. So I have it down here. And while this is open, I'm going to get another tab and I'm going to open, oh, this is the wrong me. I need to get my school account. There we go. I want to open slides. You can open it through Drive. I'm just going to open it here. I want a blank presentation. And I'm going to call this Palabras con Poder. Now, you can just type on each, so you can just make a new slide and type each power word, but I'm going to use the document that you just saw just to show you how I can do this. I'm going to change the slide to a blank slide, and I'm going to come over here and I can decide, oh, I clicked the snipping tool. If you don't have it down here, I keep it down here, but you can type right in here in this box if you have Windows 10. If you don't have this search bar, you can click this Windows screen and find the snipping tool. So I'm going to click New Snip, and I'm going to select that part. And this is a little tedious. In the beginning, it starts to go fast when you get into it, but I can do File, Save As, and call it Power Word 1. I'm going to show you a faster way. I just want you to be able to snip something, save it, to be able to put it in a slides document. So now I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to go back to my slides presentation, and I can change the background. I'm going to choose my image, and I think I put it in my downloads. No, I didn't. I put it in my pictures. Let's see if it's... There we go, Power Word 1. And let's see, there we go. Oops. Just gonna drag it over. And let's see if it worked. Oh, I don't love how that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of my slides. So over in File, I can look for, where are we? Document details, no. Should be page setup. Page setup. It's on widescreen. So I'm going to change it to custom. Now I know those cards, I'm imagining them in my classroom, and they're like half a sheet of paper. So I know that a sheet of paper is 8.5 by 11. So if I turn it on its side, it's going to be 11 by 8.5, but that's really going to be like 4.25. So 11 by 4.25. Let's see. There we go. So now I have these slides. I can keep doing that for all my slides, but here's something else I can do since I'm just using that. I'm going to see if I go back, and I'm going to use my snipping tool. If you're going to use it a lot, I highly recommend sticking it to your toolbar down here. I'm going to highlight, and this time I'm just going to paste. Now, let me show you why that's 1 or 2 fewer steps, and so it makes it a little bit easier. The only issue is if you do this, you might want to make a new copy for each kid, because remember on this one, I made it a background, and so if I'm a kindergartner and I try to do anything here, nothing happens. I can't mess this up. But if I go to this one was just cut and then pasted, and I click here, oh, I can mess it up. So you're going to have to decide if you want to do this. Do you want the just 1 word per slide that they can't mess up, or do you want to take fewer clicks and then give everyone their own slides presentation, but just do the copy paste? It's a little bit faster for you, but you might need to run some troubleshooting for your friends, little friends. So I'm going to go now here, and I want to, whoops, I need to give this a title. Palabras con poder, slides. And I'm going to go back to my classwork, and I'm going to add, this time I'm adding it from Google Drive, and it should be in recent, it's right there. Now, if I only want them to see these slides, I can do that. If, remember, I said you can give every student their own copy. So if I want them all to have their own copy, so if they mess it up, it doesn't matter, I'm going to say make a copy for each student right here. If I want to, there are other ways that they can get the palabras con poder. Let's go back to SchoolPace, the resources. And so I'm going to go to Blackline Masters and see if I can find it. There's the control de palabras con poder. So that's like the check that you would see in SchoolPace. And if you want to give this page to to parents to use with their own kids. It's not, I don't think this one's as kid friendly. But if this is, you just want all the words in one place, I'm going to download this. Going to downloads, control de palabras, that looks like it'll work. I'm going to go back to my classroom and I'm going to add that file, not a Google Drive, add a file.
Motion detected at the back door.
There goes my Alexa. Drag files here, okay. Oh, maybe I can just pull it over. There we go. And upload. Now, I'm going to change this to all students. I just want to point out that if I'm a parent, and I am a parent, and I went on my middle schooler's Google Classroom, and holy moly, there were a lot of classes and assignments and things to click. And so it can be very overwhelming to see all these if I publish this. Actually, I'm going to publish it so you can see. I'm going to give this, oh, it doesn't have a topic. So I'm just going to assign this so you can see. And then, there we go. You can add a topic. I probably should add a topic, but I'm not going to right now. Okay, so when I open this, it has all these things, and because I don't have any directions, I don't know which thing to open. There are a lot of places to click. If I create another assignment, create, I'm going to ignore my phone, and alternate assignment, and this time I'm just going to put 1 in.
Motion detected at the back door.
Goodness, it's not exactly prime recording time in my house right now. And I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to assign it. And this is what the alternate assignment is. So I still don't have instructions, but it's pretty clear there's only one thing to click here, right? I open it up and I can only click on this. I want to show you one more thing with this. So when they open it up, that's what they'll see. If I go back, I'm going to edit my alternate assignment. And let's say I have students in my class who already have all these power words, they don't need to practice them, or who are, still working on tracking, and I'm not ready for them to practice all of these power words. I want to give them a few. When I go in here, I don't have any students in my test classroom, but when you go in, you'll be able to assign it just to certain students instead of assigning it to all students. And that's one way we can differentiate you can ask everyone to practice power words, but you can add in different power words for different students. So that is how we get our power words into Classroom. Hope that helps. Have a great one. Thanks. Bye.